Sleep problems from TBI and PTSD can usually be managed initially by yourself. So there are a number of resources on military health sites that can be looked at through interviews such as this. And so I usually start with having someone, again, look at the structure of their sleep. There's a thing called a sleep diary, so you can just keep track of about when am I falling asleep, about when I'm waking up, and see if there's any issues in the amount of sleep you're getting looking at that. You may realize after a few weeks, wow, I'm only getting really about 5 hours of sleep. Maybe that's simply all it is. The number one reason, again, people are tired is because they don't get enough sleep at night in America. That's it. So you've got your job starting you off too early, and you've got your family pushing you up too late, or life. And because of that, sleep suffers. It's caught in the middle. And so if ideally someone should have 7.5, 8 hours and only getting 6, then yeah, you're going to be tired. You're going to be dragging. And there's not something special to fix that. I can't make someone's sleep requirement go down. That would be great. But so that's the simple fix on things. If the issues are related more to insomnia, then usually relaxation tapes can help a little bit. Ensuring you get up the same time every day helps. Working out, if you're not already doing that, helps. Those are all places to start. And then if you feel like, wow, this is bigger than that, I've done it a couple weeks, I've made no progress, I'm still having difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, then that's probably time to go see a provider. And the goal would be not for the provider to give you a pill necessarily, but maybe there's some psychological issues you need to have someone help you with. It's related to loss or guilt or trauma psychologically affected you, and that's impacting your thought processes as you fall asleep at night. There's 3 things I always say that the brain can do. You have thoughts, you have feelings that usually come from the thoughts. The last thing a brain does before it falls asleep is it sees images. And so you may not intentionally be doing that, but you have a flash of images that usually go by. And so you can't get to the imaging phase until you've dealt with the thoughts and feelings. And if they are prominent and strong, you'll never get there, and hence you'll stay awake at night. So if someone does the journaling and helps to clear their head a little bit, or is able to get psychological help and start to talk through those things, then the thing that when you go to the bed, what do you think about, is not those things, but I actually have people think about things that are either pleasant places they've been, say a walk on the beach, a trail somewhere that you've enjoyed going, that you did, or it could be something imagined. Sometimes I had a busy day and I have a lot on my mind and I'm able to fall asleep my desired time. I actually envision jumping out of an airplane and the weightlessness of that. Now, in the military setting, I don't recommend that to guys because they actually do it, and it's not necessarily relaxing to them. I've never done it. I know it can be a potentially traumatic event, but I don't have to see it that way, and I just sort of mentally can see it as a very floating, relaxing, weightless feeling, and it helps to promote sleep for me. But for others, I'll say, well, do you live far enough from the base where your drive is sort of relaxing? They'll say, yeah. So all right, see your drive in real time. Don't give directions, but see it as it happens. So it may take you a minute to get to the corner stoplight. See that happen. See the things passing you. And you may say, well, that seems kind of activating all this visual imagery. But that's what a brain does as it's falling asleep. And you can't get there if you haven't dealt with the feelings and thoughts first. But if you can, and now what do I think about it as I'm trying to fall asleep? Get to the imagery piece. And so you can have tapes that help with that sometimes, relaxing thoughts. There's apps for that. But if you can do it on your own, that's even easier. And just sort of relive these things, and it helps you to fall asleep.